God. How to? Did you miss me? Come on, be honest. Yeah, don't be that honest. Oh, he's let me come in here. You, well, cave. It's a fucking cave. You know, I was on about before about cave dwellers thinking the earth was flat. Oh, fuck. He must be serious. Must be serious. And if you think he hadn't seen me for a while, I don't hang around here with this dickhead. Oh, hell. What better things to do? Loads of things on telly to watch. Loads of things. Anyway, there's been a lot of talk about, well, our standing in society uh, as men. Men becoming women, um, the man himself, whether he's a strong man, a leader. You know, I've always sort of thought I was a bit of a leader myself. I always put myself in that, like, bit of a captain. Not a sergeant major as such, but a bit of a captain. Like, alpha male, maybe. Then I did a survey, in one of them magazines, and then you have to count your score up. And turns out I'm not quite an alpha male. I'm more like a beta male. But, high up, like a master beta male. More like that. So, anyway, we're on about the solar system and how it works. I think last time I was talking about the sun. Now, the sun is 93 million miles away. I just might be repeating. I never normally repeat. You Apart from all this information, which of course I'm repeating. Because I haven't got maybe I haven't got the brains to work it out. No, that can't be true. No, I'm just going what they told me. Going by what they told me is correct. So that must be right. They say it on telly, they wouldn't tell everybody. They'd look foolish, wouldn't they? If they told all them people all this and it was all shite, they would look stupid. So it has to be right. Yeah. So 93 million miles away, the sun. And it's like a nuclear bomb going off. Yet its gravitational pull is so big. So the force is so big because the sun is so massive that nothing can escape, really. Well, things do escape, like the solar winds. But it's burning in space, burning in a burning. Anyway, I'm sure it is on fire in a vacuum. There's no air. There's nothing in a vacuum. Anyway, it, like I said, that's what we're told. Nobody would make themselves look stupid telling hundreds of millions of people on the telly and that. So, now, round the sun, there are planets that circle the sun, like they call it orbiting the sun. And they're all like different sizes. bodies. They all go different speeds, and gravity keeps them all where they are, even though they're all different sizes and different like masses and that. And gravity acts on mass, doesn't it? Yeah, but again, you see, there are all these things are worked out with mathematics. The Americans, for you American viewers, I mean math. If you can understand me accent, math. That's like numbers and that, sums. You might call it sums, some of you. Um, so that's how they know, because they work it all out. Because they can look at the planets through telescopes, and they've had them for ages. And so they've looked for ages, and now they know what these things are going to do. You bastard, yeah. So you can all stop your notions of flat Earth and all that. It's obviously a ball. Bloody hell, all you have to do is look up at the lights in the sky and for ages, like years, and work out what they're going to do. Mind you, they did that in the olden days before they knew the world was a ball. Fucking hell, what's going on here? It's enough for tonight. I'm fucking sick of you lot. Fuck off. Yep. Don't worry, lads. I've sorted it out. Maths is reality. So we're all right. You know, all this. I found that out, by the way, on the internet. One of these really good, um, sites that ridicule the flat Earth. Because, obviously. But all this flat Earth going around, I, I do doubt sometimes. I have few doubts. But that sorted it out. That fella. Why, he must be clever. So, anyway, he's very clever. He knows all about math, as them Yanks call it. Anyway, so I thought I'd tell you a bit more about how everything works. The solar system. You know, when you're as as clued up as I am about how it all works, that the heavenly bodies, they're sometimes referred to as the heavenly bodies, be like mine, so now there are 13 planets. No, I'm only joking. There's 8 planets, including the planet Earth, which is where we live. It's a planet. It's it's shaped like a ball. It's not a ball, but it's shaped like one, like a big, globe. You know, a sphere. Yeah, and they're all the same. They're all spheres. It's obvious we can see them through, we can actually see them through our eyes without any instruments. But they just look like lights in the sky. In fact, They just look like lights in the sky when you look through telescopes. But if you have a computer in your telescope, then that can, um, what's the word? Make it better, make it look more like you're seeing on the telly, sky at night. So what you could say is it embellishes. That's a big word, but that's what it does. Telescopes with uh, computers embellish the image so it looks like, say, Captain Kirk was flying past it. It would look like that, on his big screen in the ship, on the bridge. Not that I'm a big Trekkie fan or all out like that. A bit. So that's what they do. So you can see more detail and see how they really would look if you could see them really, I suppose. But they've sent probes up there to sit to so they could have a look at them, and then the computers that are in the telescopes must uh, they must have a record of that somehow, and that's what you see. In fact, you really don't need to point it at the bloody planet. You could just switch your telescope to image of Saturn, and that's what you'd get likely. In fact, you could just go on Google and print in image of, and there you go. So really, you don't need to be out in the cold. It's bloody freezing out there at night. Anyway, the solar system. It's a doddle. I've more or less told you about it, haven't I? Loads of planets all going around the sun and kept in place by gravity. Obvious. So I know I'm rushing it a bit, but I can't be bloody arsed. It's all the information's there. What's wrong with you? Just look it up, learn about it like I have. Watch it on the telly. That's the best place to get your information from. The television. So many bright people that wouldn't let them on the television if they weren't educated. And then that education, Brian Cox, he rubs off on me, you know. Oh, well, no, I'm a much more educated person due to him being alive. So thank you, Brian. You've taught me a great deal. I know exactly how far away things are now. Not everything, but billions and billions and billions of miles. Or is it light years? One or the other. It didn't make much difference, really. Anyway, I hope you've learned a lot from this, and it won't be the last time you see me, because now I've got the taste for it. I'm going to do a lot more, telling you exactly what they call the heliocentric model, and I'll maybe have a go at making a model of the heliocentric model. Hey, that would be fun. Out of, I don't know. Out I've got lying around, I don't know. Don't pressure me into it. In my own good time, alright. So, see ya.